So here we are. It's Wednesday morning. Actually, it's Wednesday afternoon for me. I'm in Sweden visiting my parents. So I'm teaching from my parents' home today, or this morning. Last week was July 3rd, and we worked with loneliness. And these are my reflections. Today, we're going to try something else. So what we do, we start with Pema. Well, right now I'm really working with Pema, learning from others or wisdom from others. We pick two opposite concepts that we work with during the physical practice, and then we end with the seated meditation. And if you want to, after class, you can use your own notebook and write some reflections about the class. That's really how we integrate this practice in a great way. So I start by saying July 10th, and the title is Train in the Middle Way. Train in the Middle Way. Okay, so let's see what Pema has to say this morning. The middle way is wide open, but it's tough going because it goes against the grain of an ancient neurotic pattern that we all share. When we feel lonely, when we feel hopeless, what we want to do is move to the right or the left. We don't want to sit and feel what we feel. We don't want to go through the detox. Yet, the middle way encourages us to do just that. It encourages us to awaken the bravery that exists in everyone without exception, including you and me. Okay, so Train in the Middle Way is the title. And then from this little text, picking two concepts. So what I'm hearing from Pema is that when we feel lonely and hopeless, we want to go all the way to the right or all the way to the left instead of staying in the middle way and feel it. And the two concepts we could work with, well, you can actually really pick anything. I'm going to pick love and fear. Love and fear. To me, those are two opposites. That like the opposite sides of the same coin, love and fear. So if you want to, you can pick the same or you can pick something else. Okay, so finding your seat, sit up tall. Start lifting the heels and the toes, you can look at your feet if you want to. Notice the connection between the earth and the soles of your feet. And then come to stillness. And then bring your awareness to your two sitting bones. And today you could imagine your two sitting bones as the two concepts that we're working with. So maybe one is love and the other one is fear. So going between love and fear, love and fear, the two opposite concepts that I'm working with today. So one is love and the other one is fear. And then finding your way back to neutral, somewhere in between love and fear, the middle way. And then if you want to, you can use your fingers and gently tap at the crown of the head. Maybe use your fingers and open up the Sushumna, like imagine a straw that goes from the top of your head all the way down towards the earth. The core of you. You can even imagine breathing through that core. Maybe your breath is cleaning, rinsing, then opening up that core in you. And when that is open and clean, it's easier to hear what the universe and the earth has to say. That's the idea. And then if you want to place your hands on your knees and then starting the cat-cow movement. Maybe notice if you're in or when you're inhaling and when you're exhaling. And notice if that's helpful. If it's helpful, keep on doing what you're doing. If it's not helpful, try something else. And then finding your way back to neutral. Notice the two sitting bones, the two concepts we are working with. And in the middle, in between the sitting bones, is the middle way. And that middle way aligns with your core, with the core, the Sushumna in you. Okay, look at your hands. And then blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. You can breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. Maybe make your lips into a straw or a beak. And breathe out through that beak. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. And then turn, open up, look behind you. And the fingertips are moving away from each other. How far can you reach? How far can your fingertip reach? And then release, shake it out, lift the shoulders a few times. So lift and release, lift and release. And then look at your hands again. Imagine your hands as blinking, bubbling stars taking skillful action. That's what we're looking for, skillful action. Clasp the hands the way that feels funny. Turn the hands over, straighten the elbows, breathe. Into the nose and out through the beak. And then reach and reach and reach. And maybe imagine how you are reaching for the middle way, reaching for the middle way. And then turn, open up, look behind you. And maybe think about the past. So in the past, when did you find the middle way in the past? What did it look like? And then release, lift and release a few times. And then bring the arms up in cactus. So cactus or twisting in yoga is like having different perspective. So the two perspectives we are working with today is love and fear. So one side of the coin is love, the other one is fear. And maybe think about, do you usually go towards love or do you usually go towards fear? So we all have imbalances, and really what we're trying to do is create balance. So think about what is the pattern that you can see in yourself right now. What's that pattern? So that's like swimming with the current. So that's easy for you. Maybe it's going towards love, or maybe it's going towards fear. What is your pattern? And then to create balance, we want to go the other way. And what if you allow those two concepts to meet? What would happen if love and fear got to meet? And we can cross the midline. Okay, now let the love and fear meet and stay. Imagine a conversation between the part of you that loves something and the part of you that fears something. What would they say to each other? And then release, and then try the other side. What would the conversation sound like between love and fear? Okay, and then let's try all four. So leaning back, picking up the knees, allowing the knees and the elbows to join or to meet. You can stay here. You can go into boat posture. You can do this. You can play around here. And we're still breathing. And then release back down. Okay, with a wide and stable stance, we can explore these concepts. So start with a wide and stable stance, and then bring your awareness to two sitting bones. One is representing love, and the other one is representing fear. So start going between love and fear, like black and white. And then what's in between? If love and fear are like black and white, or what about all the colors in between? So what lies in between love and fear? So start exploring that. You might see it as a color, you might see it, or you might hear it as a word. So what lies in between love and fear? And with this wide and stable stance, we can explore it without falling. Really think about, what does it mean? What does loving someone deeply mean? And what about what it means if I fear someone? What does it actually mean? And what lies in between? And then finding your way back to neutral and the middle way that Pamela is talking about. Now, let's start with the concept love. So you look at your fingers, imagine love as a color, and then dip your fingers in the paint, and then draw the picture. Draw the picture of love. What does love look like to you? What does love look like to you? Draw that image. And then release. Okay, let's try the other side. Look at your hand. Imagine fear. What color would you give fear? What color would you give fear? Dip your fingers in that color and then draw the image of fear. Draw the image of fear. What does it look like? And then release that image. Okay, now let's jump the feet together. Jump the feet together, landing in Tadasana. In Tadasana, seated Tadasana. Now we're going to write a story. So look at your toes, spread your toes. Imagine that you're dipping your toes in ink and then write the story. Write the story about love. Write the story about love. What does the story say? And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine and breathe. If you want to, you can breathe into the nose and out to the mouth again. Every exhale, maybe that your spine is lengthening. And then release the hands down, drop the head. You can use your elbows to keep the knees wide. The head is heavy. Inhale, come back up. Place the right foot on the left knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. And then gently guide that right knee out wide. Seated pigeon posture. And you can lean forward. You can move a little bit, finding a way that works for you. You can keep your eyes open or closed. Find the tightness and then breathe into that tightness. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. Remind yourself how much you appreciate yourself. And then find your way to your version of eagle. Eagle, so seated eagle. Now, this is an eagle that is filled with love. Filled with love. Now, look at that eagle. What does it look like? Look at the wings, at their eyes. And how does it feel? How does that eagle feel? And how does it fly? And then let that eagle fly away, fly away, fly away, and then land on top of the next mountain. Okay, now let's explore fear. So look at your toes, spread the toes as much as you can. Dip the toes in ink, and this time write the story of fear. Write the story of fear. What is the story of fear in your world? And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. And then release the left hand down. The right hand goes on the right knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push into both hands to come a little deeper into the twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, and maybe let the top arm go up towards the ceiling. And then bring that top hand down and in between your hand and your leg to the opposite ankle. And then walk the left hand forward. Look under your armpit. And breathe. And then find your way back to neutral. And then place the right hand on the floor, the left hand on the left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push into both hands, come a little deeper into the twist. And then if you want to, the top arm can go up towards the ceiling. And then bring the hand down, hold on to the opposite ankle. The right hand moves forward and look under your armpit. Inhale, come back up. And then place the left foot on the right knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. Gently guide that knee out wide. Feel the tightness. Stay with it. Go through that detox that Pamela talked about. Stay with it. Feel it. What does that tightness in the hip tell you? And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find your way to your version of seated pigeon. And this time, eagle. This time, this eagle is an eagle filled with fear. So this eagle is filled with fear. Look at the eagle's eyes, the feathers, the body, the feet. What color does it have? How does it feel? How does it move? And then let that eagle fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away, landing on top of the next mountain. Okay, let's jump the feet wide to a wide and stable stance. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. Now this time, imagine that you are an eagle and your arms are the wings and the fingers are the feathers. So straighten the elbows, spread your wings out wide, 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 and then fly away. And maybe this bird has found the middle way. Maybe this bird has found the middle way. So this bird is flying there up in the sky, turning up high. Exhale, the hands turns down, dive deep. Inhale, the palms turns up. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, fly high. And then exhale, dive deep. And this time, bring the arms behind you, holding on to opposite forearms. And then stay there in the middle way. What does the middle way look like? What's the color? What's the word for you? And then bring the right arm out, shake it out, bring it up and over. And imagine how the fingertips are connecting, how they're moving towards each other. They don't have to reach. Just imagine how they're moving closer to each other. And then release back. And this time, release the left arm, shake it out, bring it up and over. Imagine how the fingertips are moving towards each other. Notice if there's a difference. So for me, this is much harder than the other one. So if I did the right thing, I would practice this side a little bit more. But this is much harder. And that's the key, right? It's so easy to continue doing what we want, what is easy to do, but that will just create more and more imbalance. And then release both arms, shake it out. Maybe roll the shoulders a little. Okay, and now we're going to build some strength in the legs. So bring the heels a little closer to the chair. Big inhale. Exhale, push into the earth and come up to standing. And then pick a number. I picked 10. So let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Another big inhale. Exhale, come up to standing, and then pick the same or a different number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Another big inhale. Exhale. And come up to standing. And this time we're going to stay up here. If you feel dizzy, place your hands on the chair and stay there. And then bend the knees and come up to standing. If you feel dizzy, again, place the hands on the chair and try again. Okay, we're going to start with the breath of joy. So 3 inhales and 1 exhale, starting with the arms out wide. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, and then let the arms go. Just let the arms go. Let the arms go. They can go anywhere. They can do whatever they want as long as they don't hurt yourself or someone else. And you don't have to stay on your mat. You can leave the mat if you want to. And then eventually we're going to let the elbow and the knee connect again. Those two opposite concepts, whatever you picked. I picked love and fear. Maybe you picked the same, or maybe you picked something else. And then cross the midline. And then finding position of power. Feel your own power here. Position of power. Place your hands on solar plexus, bend the knees, inhale into solar plexus. Exhale, open up and allow that power to spread out into the world. Inhale into solar plexus. Exhale, open up. Inhale in. Exhale, open up. One more. Inhale into solar plexus. Exhale, open up, and now stay open. Stay open. Notice how you feel. And then place your hands again on your hips and then starting to build some external support. So this group is external support. So every Wednesday we get together and practice together. And it's so much easier to practice with a group than to practice on our own. So this is external support. And then lean and lift, lean and lift. Both external hips are working and we're working on our balance and patience. And then try the other side. So being able to stay, be patient, stay in that middle way that Pema talked about, going through the detox, feel those uncomfortable feelings without going to either love or fear. And then eventually we can take skillful action. We're trying to take skillful action in yoga, which is life. Okay, now we're going to push something away to make space for something else. So we all have imbalances. So something that you do too much of, push that away. You could pick between love and fear, or you pick something else. So push that away to create space for something the opposite. So pick something, give it a shape, a form, a color, and then bend your knees. You're going to need a lot of power here to push it away, push it away, push it away. It's something you've done for a long time, and it's really hard to change that pattern. And it's going to come back. It's going to want to come back, and it's going to be so hard to resist. And then you're going to push it away again, push it away, push it away. Maybe you have to kick it, and it's going to try to sneak in from the side, from behind. And eventually you are winning. You are winning, and you have created space for the opposite to come in and create balance. Okay, so let's celebrate that with 3 sound salutations. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was 1. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. 1 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline, and then stay there holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. And release. Okay, we're going to step back to warrior 1. So starting in Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale to chair posture. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you with the toes and then the heel. Both hips are pointing forward. Now, with a wide and stable stance, you can move into warrior 1. Warrior 1. Release the arms out wide. Place your hands in your back pockets. Maybe bring your awareness to your heart space. Breathe into your heart space. And then exhale and transfer forward into warrior 3. You can do it without the support of the chair, or you can use the chair, whatever you need. Maybe you're holding on to it, maybe you're just using your index fingers, or maybe you don't need that chair today. And then slowly coming back to neutral, Tadasana. Okay, let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, finding the earth behind you with the toes and the heel. Building that wide and stable stance. Both hips are pointing forward. And when you have that foundation, then you can start to build Warrior One. Observing without judgment. Release the hands to the back pockets. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. What is your heart's deepest longing? And then allow the heart to lead. Allow the heart to lead into Warrior 3. You pick whatever support you need. And then slowly transfer back to Tadasana. Okay, Warrior 2. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves. One arm in the past, the other one in the future. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Breathe into that left side of your body. And then move back to the present moment, elbow to knee, or actually hand on the chair, usually better, coming into extended side angle. Feel that long line of energy from the back foot all the way up to the fingertips. Coming back to Warrior 2, hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down to the chair. Trikonasana, gaze comes up, the hand follows. Still breathing. Hand comes down, gaze comes down, rebend the front knee, coming into Warrior 2 one more time. Now place the hands on the chair, stay there for a moment. And then transfer the weight forward, pick up the back leg. And the same hand for Ardha Chandrasana. And then slowly finding your way back to mountain posture. Okay, the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight. Heel comes off, stepping back, finding Warrior 2 on the other side. One arm in the past, the other one in the future. You know the drill. Flip the front hand reverse. Notice how that right side of the body is opening up. And then moving into extended side angle. You can use the chair or you can use your own knee. And then back to Warrior 2. Hands on the hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down, either to the chair or all the way to the ankle or the floor, if that's helpful. Gaze comes up, the hand comes up. Trikonasana. Hand comes down, gaze comes down, rebend the front knee. There's no rush, stay where you are. That's the hard part, just staying there in the middle way. We kind of always want to rush either to the right or to the left. Okay, hands on the chair, wait for a moment. And then pick up the back foot, moving into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon posture. And then slowly finding your way back to Tadasana. Okay, so we're going to do the tree posture. Starting in Tadasana, imagine how you're standing on top of a mountain and drop the seed. So there are some crevices and there's some soil. You can drop a seed. See how the roots are growing wide and deep. Transfer the weight, the heel comes off, and then allow your tree or plant to sprout and create a beautiful, skillful plant of some kind. It could be a traditional tree posture, or it could be something else. You are allowed to explore different postures and see what works for you. And then finding your way back to the mountain top. Drop another seed, transfer the weight. Well, actually drop the seed, watch the roots grow first, and then transfer the weight and then come up. And then start growing. Maybe it's a flower, maybe it's a shrub. Maybe it's a dancing tree. Maybe it's a flying pigeon. And then eventually finding your way back to the mountain. Okay. Now, the feet are a little wider than your hips. Spread the toes. Spread the toes. Release the knees together for a Virasana version. Okay, look at your thumb. Pick the color of love. The color of love. Draw a big circle. Give the heel a little dot. Oof. Take the other thumb. Pick the color of fear. Draw a circle. Poof. Now, mix the two colors. Mix the two colors, and what do you get? Draw two big circles. Two big circles. Place your hands in your back pockets. Elbows move towards each other. So where is the middle way in between love and fear? Where is the middle way? And then release, untuck the toes. You can keep the knees together or apart, that's your choice. And then come into a child's posture for a few moments. Inhale, come back up. Clasp the hands. Create that stable support. Tuck the toes. Check your support. Check it. If it's not stable, something has to change. Something has to change. Check it again. And then if it's stable, then you can come up to dolphin posture. And then bend your knees and come all the way up to standing. Okay, let's move on. So that was the physical practice preparing us for the seated meditation and exploring the two concepts in our bodies. Okay, so I'm going to read Pema's words again. Train in the middle way. The middle way is wide open, but it's tough going because it goes against the grain of an ancient neurotic pattern that we all share. When we feel lonely, when we feel hopeless, what we want to do is move to the right or the left. We don't want to sit and feel what we feel. We don't want to go through the detox yet. The middle way encourages us to do just that. It encourages us to awaken the bravery that exists in everyone without exception, including you and me. So, okay. So we have about 7-8 minutes sitting up tall. Find your breathing and allow these words and the physical practice to guide you. So I'll be quiet for about 7 minutes. Here we go. Okay, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Bring your hands up to Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste. Now, if you want to, this is the time to take the notebook if you have one. So it's July 10th. The title was Train in the Middle Way. The two concepts that I picked was love and fear. Maybe you picked something else. And then, so now I have the structure here. So the date, train in the middle way, love, and fear. And then if you want to, you can spend the next 5-10 minutes reflecting upon these two concepts or words and see what comes up. Maybe there are colors, maybe there are words. What comes up? What are you learning? That's the idea, to integrate the practice.